This is a bit of a new one, isn't it? Right, let's pop the old microphone on. So, to explain the setting, I'm currently in a hotel in Wales on a work trip. I understand that it kind of looks like, with the lighting, it looks like the set of a porn film, but I can assure you it's not. Nothing weird is going on here. I'm just going to use that bed for sleeping afterwards. I hate to hold it like this, but I'm going to hold it like this because it's just a bit awkward on the neck. It looks a bit weird and unprofessional, but this is the way people do things now, isn't it? Looking at my screen, it also looks like I'm in the Big Brother chair or something. I suppose maybe this is something like that. So this video doesn't really have a script. I have some notes in this little notebook here, or journal. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a while. So as I get older now, I started this YouTube channel, I think in 2011, 2012. At the time, I was watching other vloggers, particularly Matt Hardy, that is the wrestler. He was going crazy with one of those flip HD cameras, which I got. And I just quite enjoyed at the time to do similar things, make videos about things I wanted to talk about and that. That was obviously a long time ago now, and I feel like YouTube used to be fun, so that's one of my notes here. So let me get back to this book. Like I said, there's no script to this video, it's just going to be me talking, so if you stick with me all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. This little book here is supposed to be like a journal. I actually bought this notebook probably about 2 or 3 years ago now in Edinburgh in Scotland. Was it Dunfermline? And I had the thought at the time because I think, yeah, I was actually honestly going through like a bout of depression, ongoing thing. So I thought, let me try different things. Let me try journaling. People say journaling, it helps to get your thoughts out there, blah, blah, blah. When I did depression therapy, I actually found that just saying things out loud did actually help with things. So I thought I'll give this a go. But alas, I never did it. And I always thought like writing on paper just feels like a waste of paper now. You can just do everything electronically. But I never even kept that up, writing it down on like a Google Doc or anything like that. So as of today, the 8th of June, 2026, I decided to take my first notes. I've actually got the date up there. So yeah, I just jotted a few things down and I'm just gonna sort of talk about it really. When I first started this, I didn't have any real structure or script at all. I just went off the cuff. Literally everything was in my head and I managed to sort of, you know, go over everything I wanted. Sure, I maybe missed a few things here and there. That's the whole point of having like a structure, I suppose. You get everything down and you can make sure you can cover it. Back then, YouTube used to be fun. Like it wasn't very cutthroat at all. Surprisingly, I actually got onto the YouTube and AdSense thing, so I was actually earning some money, or what do they call it now, monetized. I was earning money from some YouTube videos. Being young and stupid at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, cool, because I didn't even try to get it, you know, like that's how sort of, I think, easy it was, like, you know, you just had to get views and things like that, because I think I sort of hit a gold mine when I started reviewing wrestling belts. At the time, there weren't many people doing such videos. And yeah, I suppose I jumped into that niche, as they call it now. There was an open market for that. And I just kind of struck gold. But the thing is, I didn't really earn a lot. I think I was monetized for maybe just over a year. And in that time, I earned £50. I remember cashing out. I thought, oh, cool. And, you know, like, eventually, because I wasn't consistent at the time, or I ran out of belts to review, that I got taken off the monetization program, and I thought, oh, it was easy to get onto it. I can get back onto it, you know? That's not the case anymore. Everything is very much business oriented, and looking on YouTube now, like if you want to become a full-time YouTuber, everything is so bloody strategic, business-like. You've got to do this, you've got to do that. And it's just not, it doesn't seem fun. And like, the reason I bring this up is because I think that watching those videos, I thought, yeah, I've got a full-time job. I can do this as a side hustle, as they all call it, and I can get back into it. But it's just very time-consuming. I guess I don't have the business mindset. And that's it, business mindset. It's not fun. Like, unless you're really dedicated to it, I think watching these videos, what it's done to me, it's made me feel very inferior. But I think it's more to do with myself. I'm probably lazy. I get too comfortable in a job. My part-time job, I was there for a long time. This job, I've been here for a very long time. I keep saying to myself, like, maybe it's time to branch out, but something holds me back, and more than likely it's probably me just not taking that plunge. One of the key words of getting older that I've found is anxiety, and I think this links into this. So yeah, I get anxious about loads of things, answering a phone or something like that. Even if it's like a personal call on my mobile phone, as soon as it rings, in my head it feels like, why is someone calling rather than texting me? It must be urgent, and then I start to panic. And yeah, unless I know who's calling me, I'm not going to answer the phone. So I get anxious about things like that. And when you're young, you don't ever think you're going to be like this. You know, you hear these stories. Obviously, I didn't wish it on anyone. I felt sorry for them, but you don't think it's going to faze you. And maybe slowly but surely it creeps up on you. And yeah, I am a completely different person, sadly, in a negative sense than I was when I started this YouTube channel. And yeah, YouTube's just not fun anymore. Going back to structure, I'm looking at my notebook here. Yeah, YouTube being tactical, it's like everyone's selling digital products now. You always hear, I'm sure these people do have like, you know, good intentions in their heart to try and get people on board, like advise you how to do things. Then there's always a section you hear them saying, when I was advising a client, so they've got a business set up and they try and push their digital product on you. Like, I suppose that's part of the game, isn't it? But it would just be cool if you could make videos for the fun of it. You see some YouTubers, they don't advertise things, but I'm sure they've got other things going on, you know, like in an ideal world, if I could just have main source of income, I could make YouTube videos, you know, without sort of worrying, oh shit, I need to get this uploaded by such and such, you know, if no one, like, I've tried dabbling in many things. My channel's been very inconsistent over the past few years, and if anyone's actually stuck with me, like, you will have noticed this. So I've tried doing sort of documentary type style films. I've only done a couple, but like with a voiceover. It's very dull and boring to edit. The final product is good, but then no one's around to watch it. I've tried doing, I don't know, things away from wrestling belts because I feel like I got pigeonholed into that. But it seems like no one's really interested in that. I've done football shirt reviews. I can't believe I didn't think of that earlier. Yeah, because I'm like buying that off my own back, funds will run out eventually. I can't keep doing those things, and it seems like the viewership on those has actually dried up. People aren't really interested anymore, which is kind of heartbreaking because like when you've got loads of things to juggle with life and work and stuff like that, when you really do sit down and put a lot of effort into editing the videos and then no one watch it, it is kind of heartbreaking. And it has many times made me think like, what's the bloody point? Just forget it. Thing is though, I invested, I got a good camera, I got a good microphone. I've always felt like at the end of the day, I still want to do something. So yeah, I'm taking a shot in the dark here. No pun intended, even though it looks well lit. I'm taking a shot in the dark here and seeing what this generates. And if it makes me feel better as well, and if it does connect with anyone else, it's all a win in my opinion. So as I was on the train to Wales, I actually was going through this video a bit in my head, and I actually did originally have a more negative tone to this. I wasn't having a good day at work. It was raining, that's typical English weather. It wasn't a great day, you know, like could be worse, but it wasn't fantastic. Before coming out here, there was a gym just down the road, and I've been on and off with like gym work and stuff. That's another thing, trying to juggle that. Like if I miss a couple of days or something, I torture myself. That's, you know, like something weird in my head. But I went to the gym today and I thought, you know what, there's one of those high rocks classes. I've never tried one of those. It's like the high intensity power training stuff. There was one of those. You can, with the gym group, that's the one I go to, nothing fancy, you can go to these classes for free. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to be in a place where I don't know anyone. I won't see anyone regularly. Like if I was at home or something, I might see someone out on the streets. Let me just go for it. Let me just give it a go. If I embarrass myself, like no one will know me. And yeah, so I booked one of those classes. I managed to get there by the skin of the teeth because my train was delayed, but managed to go to that. And I'm super glad I did. So I've been fairly inconsistent with weight training. I'm probably arguably the best shape I've been in for a long time. You know, like I'm in the past few weeks, I've been trying to lose a bit of like fat around the belly and things like that. So I'm trying to make sure I'm getting enough protein. I'm just being a bit more cautious with my calories. I'm not saying I'm an angel. Today I pigged out, but like in the morning, I had something very light. I have one of those Huel milkshakes. This video isn't sponsored by them at all, but I had the light one, so that's like under 200 calories. I had a lunch. Then I did this high rocks class, and then I pigged out on dinner. So like, you know, little things like that. Normally I'd like pig out almost every meal because I think, oh, I'm working out, I can burn it off. That's not the case, especially as you get older. So yeah, I adjusted my day, and hopefully tomorrow I can like do a bit of a run, and then I'll go on with my day and whatever. Where was I? This is why you should have structure. Oh yeah, high rocks class. So yeah, thankfully, because I was in the, you know, arguably in some of the best shape of my life at the moment. Not to say I'm like a Greek god or something like that. I actually managed to power through the class. It got tough, honestly. We did 2 rounds, like 5 stations where you do different power exercises. And I got tired, but I kept going. And I think I did pretty well for my first ever class. So where I'm going with this, yeah, like, you know, it worked out. I was still having a bit of a bad day, but I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go to the class. And I met a couple of nice people, and afterwards had a little chat, and what do you know, I got to talk to someone who's originally, you know, they're from Bangladesh, but they came to London. They were in London for a long time, and they come to London quite often, and they live in Wales now. So yeah, it just, you know, like if I hadn't have gone to the class, I wouldn't have had a positive interaction. We did. We had a good little chat. It was nice to meet someone new, I suppose, even if it was just for about 2 minutes or something. We were both interested in hearing about each other's stories. And I feel like with that ties into the whole YouTube thing. People just want to be heard. Like, if you don't know a lot of stuff, that sucks. And maybe you should learn more about it so you can engage more with people. But then you do sometimes feel shut out. But as soon as you know a lot about something and you connect with someone that and stuff like that, you just, it feels good to get out and let it be heard and people are interested in it. This sounds like a load of bullshit in my opinion, of hearing it out loud, but it's like with the YouTube thing, I've been trying to make videos on things I'm interested in, and I feel like I can talk about it, but sadly people aren't that interested in it. But God, this sounds like I'm really rambling here, but it just, like, for me, I think everyone does want to be heard. My way of getting out there would be like through YouTube, and yeah, I just want to enjoy it. So I think, yeah, I came into this video originally at the start of the day a bit more negative about it, but I feel more positive now. I've made this video in a more positive light. If I hadn't gone to the class, this probably would have been like a very depressing video. The main thing for this is that I want to continue making videos. I've seen some people make videos about like just talking like I've just done here. It gets views. And that goes back to originally when I started the whole YouTube channel back in 2011, 2012. I always thought of the word a vlog, and it's felt like, you know, like a video version of a diary or a journal. So maybe I can give that a go. And if anything, if anyone actually watches these, takes anything from it, you know, this sounds like me advertising here, but please like comment and, you know, give thoughts on it and that, and we can just have a chat. Maybe it'll help you if you're having a bad day or something. So if I make these videos and it, you know, like I can feel better, and if I help someone else feel better, that's even better. I've said better way too many times. So yeah, I'm literally running out of things to say now. I'm gonna give this whole journaling thing a go. I just sort of wrote bullet points for today, but maybe I can it probably will be bullet points as well, because I'm thinking like maybe throughout the day I'll write in it, not just in one big chunk at the end of the day. And yeah, maybe I can, if anything interesting comes out onto the pages, I can make a video about it and we can go from there. I hope this has helped. I think it certainly helped me. Hopefully I will edit it and upload it, have the balls to upload it in relatively good time. I'm not saying this is going to be the only form of video I'm going to do now moving forward. I'd like to do videos about exploring new things, or like, you know, reviews about things like that. But exploring things outside, that's another thing. I got anxiety of like pulling out the camera. I'm quite an introverted person, so it's going to be very difficult, but I'd love to overcome that, make videos about things I'm interested in. So I'm finally going to leave this here. Yeah, if this has helped you, I'm so glad about that. I think personally it's helped me to speak about it. And yeah, if you've watched all the way to the end, thanks very much, and good for you. So anyway, guys, as usual, take care. I'm not going to say the usual thing. Just take care of yourself. Thanks a lot.